If you're between 60 and 80, and you can still do these 7 things, you're not just doing well for your age. You're protecting something far more valuable, your independence. I'm a board-certified anesthesiologist, and before every surgery, I evaluate something called physical reserve. It's the body's ability to handle stress, recover from challenges, and keep functioning independently. I look at how strong the heart is, how well the lungs work, how easily a person moves, and how much physical stress their body can safely handle. Over more than 2 decades of caring for patients, I've seen a clear pattern. 2 people can be the same age and face the same surgery, yet their physical abilities can be dramatically different. One may confidently climb onto the operating table with little assistance, while another may need help just to stand and move. That difference isn't always about age. It's often about how well the body has maintained its strength, balance, mobility, and endurance over the years. So today, I'm going to show you 7 simple abilities that can give you valuable clues about how well your body is aging. And the best part? You can check most of them yourself, right in your own home. Let's begin. The first ability I want you to check is your walking speed. It may sound simple, but walking speed is actually considered an important indicator of overall health. That's because walking isn't just about your legs. Every time you walk, your heart, lungs, muscles, joints, balance system, and brain are all working together and communicating with each other. So when your walking speed begins to slow down, it can sometimes be an early sign that one or more of these systems may not be working as efficiently as they once did, even before a specific health problem becomes obvious. Research following older adults has found that, in general, people who maintain a faster walking speed tend to have better health outcomes and greater longevity. A comfortable walking pace of around 3 feet per second or faster is generally associated with better outcomes, while significantly slower speeds may be linked with a higher risk of health problems. But here's the encouraging part. Walking speed isn't something that's completely fixed. With regular physical activity, strength training, and balance exercises, you may be able to improve your walking ability and maintain your independence for years to come. So, how fast can you comfortably walk? That simple question may tell you more about your overall physical health than you realize. And here's another encouraging point. Regular walking can help improve your walking ability, especially when you occasionally add short intervals where you pick up the pace. Now, let's talk about something that surprises many people: grip strength. At first, it may seem like a very small and specific measurement, but your grip strength can actually tell us a surprising amount about your overall physical strength, and something called physiological reserve. Think of physiological reserve as the amount of physical capacity your body has in the bank. Your grip strength is closely connected to the strength of larger muscle groups throughout your body, and research has found that lower grip strength is associated with a higher risk of falls, slower recovery after illness or surgery, and poorer overall health outcomes. That's why grip strength is such a useful measure. It's simple, inexpensive, and can provide valuable information about your body's overall strength and resilience. And here's the good news. Grip strength can improve with regular resistance training. Simple activities like carrying groceries, using resistance bands, or performing basic strength exercises a couple of times a week can help build and maintain strength at almost any age. So don't underestimate the power of your hands. A stronger grip may be one small sign that your entire body is staying strong and capable. The third ability I want you to pay attention to is your cardiopulmonary fitness. In simple terms, this is how efficiently your heart and lungs work together to deliver oxygen to your muscles while you're active. One way researchers measure this is through something called VO2 max. If you use an Apple Watch or another fitness tracker, you may even be able to monitor an estimate of your cardio fitness level. VO2 max has consistently been linked with longevity and overall health. In fact, research suggests that cardiorespiratory fitness can be one of the strongest predictors of how well a person ages. And when you think about it, the reason makes sense. A body that can efficiently deliver and use oxygen has more physical reserve to handle challenges, whether that's recovering from an illness, going through surgery, fighting an infection, or simply keeping up with the everyday demands of an active life. But here's the encouraging part. Cardiopulmonary fitness is highly responsive to exercise, even as you get older. Regular aerobic activities like brisk walking, cycling, swimming, or any activity that safely elevates your heart rate can gradually improve your cardiovascular fitness. You don't have to be an athlete. The goal is simply to keep your heart and lungs working, and to keep giving your body a reason to stay strong. And remember, it's never too late to start. Even if you begin exercising later in life, your body can still respond and improve. Now, let's talk about another ability that's incredibly important as you get older: balance. This one is especially important because it connects directly to one of the biggest concerns many people have about aging: the risk of falling. Balance isn't controlled by just one part of your body. Your inner ear, your vision, the sensation in your feet, your muscle strength, and your brain all have to work together in real time to keep you stable. As we age, any of these systems can gradually become less efficient, and sometimes, balance is one of the first areas where those changes become noticeable. Here's the key point I want you to remember. A fall isn't just about the immediate injury. For older adults, a serious fall can sometimes become the beginning of a much bigger loss of mobility and independence. That's why balance training can be so valuable. Simple exercises like standing on one leg, practicing stability drills, or doing activities such as Tai Chi can help you maintain better balance and confidence as you move through daily life. And if you want a simple way to track your progress, try this. With your eyes open and near something stable for safety, see how long you can comfortably stand on one leg. You can record your time and check it again every few weeks. It's a simple number, but over time, it can give you a useful picture of how your balance is changing. Now let's move on to the next sign of healthy aging, and the final ability I want to discuss today. It's your ability to get down onto the floor and get back up again without relying on your hands or arms for support. This may sound like a simple movement, but it's actually a valuable test of physical function. In aging research, a version of this is known as the sitting rising test. And the reason it's so useful is that it requires several different abilities to work together at the same time. You need leg strength, core strength, balance, flexibility, and coordination, all working together in one smooth movement. In a way, it's like a full body fitness test, disguised as an everyday activity. Research has found that people who have greater difficulty performing this movement tend to have poorer health outcomes over time compared with those who can perform it more easily. But here's what I really want you to understand. This isn't about being athletic, flexible, or performing some kind of acrobatic trick. It's about maintaining the combination of strength, balance, mobility, and coordination that allows you to stay independent in everyday life. And the takeaway isn't to panic if you can't do it perfectly. Instead, think of it as a useful snapshot of where your physical abilities are today and a reminder of what you can work on to stay strong, mobile, and independent for years to come. And if you can't do this movement right now, don't be discouraged. The good news is that these abilities can be trained. Even practicing the individual components, such as controlled squats, getting down onto your knees, or learning to push yourself up safely from a lower position, can help you gradually rebuild strength, mobility, and confidence. So, here's the biggest takeaway I want you to remember. Healthy aging isn't defined by a number on a lab report, or simply by the number of candles on your birthday cake. It's about whether your body can continue to give you the freedom to do the things that make life meaningful to you, to walk where you want to go, to carry the things you need, to stay active, to maintain your balance, and most importantly, to remain independent. The encouraging news is that all 5 of these markers we've discussed today, walking speed, grip strength, cardiopulmonary fitness, balance, and the ability to get up from the floor, can respond to consistent training and physical activity at almost any age. So wherever you are starting from, remember that progress is always possible. If today's video gave you a better understanding of your physical health and showed you an area you may want to work on, consider subscribing to the channel for more evidence-based information on healthy aging, strength, and independence. And I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 5 abilities can you do confidently today, and which one would you like to improve? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care of your body, keep moving, stay strong, and stay independent. I'll see you in the next video.